in our world, what we build those cars for is just to showcase our capabilities, both either design or performance or engineering or just the flavor of what the company and the direction that it's going.
Do you get client requests for those cars?
Yes. Yeah, we do.
The Benito's sold.
Yeah, the Benito, the three,
whatever.
the three.
For enough money, Ferrari will uglify anything they currently make.
Yeah.
But we're just having a joke because Clapton's 512 thing.
Yeah, the Clapton's thing. Would we do something like Clapton's? I mean, I don't know that we wouldn't. We haven't to this point. I mean, we've got our ad persona program, which has its limitations, but we say that we're capable of doing just.
Yeah, I mean, do you have the manufacturing capability? It's like Ferrari sounds like
They
they've got the ring set aside for that sort of stuff.
You can make that.
The issue becomes.
Give that back to them, and be like, make this.
Yeah, see, like you gotta remember, see, because of our parent company, it's a little easier for Ferrari to do some of that stuff. With our parent company being Audi and us having to, be restricted on some of the things that we do. I mean, it goes to the board, right? It's corporate. It's very.
Ferrari only has to get past Fiat, bro.
And a lot of that stuff too. It depends who it's going to because it's all homologation. I mean, we can't. There's a lot of things we can't do because of homologation.
Well, with the Ferrari, when they do that too, they can't change the greenhouse.
Yeah.
They'll change the lower balances. They'll change the rear clamshell, but all the glass has to be the same.
Yeah.
All that's for it's the same kind of shit. It would just be expensive.
But it's crazy when you
do it. Ralph Lauren would have already done it.
Yeah. So like when we did the Reventons.
When Ralph Lauren does it, they'll be.
Yeah. When we did the Reventons, that run, that was kind of the first step into that little bit of a world, and it's successful for us. But we're such a low volume company too compared to Ferrari. It's
Reventons worth anything anymore. The Aventadors are, quite frankly, much prettier.
Well, they're still collectible given the limited.
I really like the Reventons.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking car, but I mean, given the price point versus a new brand of Aventador.
No, you're absolutely. I mean, the Aventadors obviously.
It's a newer car. Gauges are pretty cool. That's cool.
It just becomes, if it's something that you want. I mean, it's collectible. Like, I mean, how many other cars are not necessarily worth what they're worth, but they're being sold at that price. Is a Revenant's performance on par with its price? I mean, if that's what you're after, you're buying.
Yeah, but you're buying that for one because you like the design, two because it's exclusive, which is fucking hell.
And that's essentially what the whole brand is about. I mean, people forget that it's not. The brand's all about the attitude.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea, so obviously the Gallardo's been the #1 selling car for since it came out. Do you have any idea of how many a year they're moving to that stuff?
As far as the Gallardos?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the run of how many we've done, since the car first came out, we're over almost to 14,000 chassis.
That's a lot for a supercar manufacturer.
Yeah. I mean, that's more. We've sold more Gallardos than if you put every car we ever built put together, twofold. And when you consider they
made like 9 Charamas.
Right?
Which remember that orange one that floats around bring a trailer from time to time? See that one? You know what I'm talking about?
Same one.
That thing is fucking badass though. You want it. You've seen it and you want it. I want it.
There's a pink one.
I want a Yalpa.
There's a pink one in New York.
Oh, should we get that list?
What list?
Vinny and I were talking, we found a list earlier. 10 cars that will get you laid. I'll find it.
Under 25 grand.
Wait, I got one right outside. Wait, the list says Raptor, red Corvette, DeLorean.
Obviously, my car.
Honda Odyssey.
So
after you're late, you buy one of those.
Would you like to see complex.com's 10 cars that will get you laid under 25 grand?
Yeah.
Who
What's under 25? Complex Magazine.
Well, number 10.
Do those guys get laid?
Number 10 is a V6 Camaro.
Yeah, that'll do it.
23.
Remember, the restrictions are under 25 grand.
Yeah.
So So keep that in mind.
Who are you trying to have sex with these cars? That's
Don't
I
never
don't think
buy
it
the
matters.
25 grand will buy you a 1998 Bentley Turbo R.
Right.
that will pull actual.
Or a Lamborghini Jalpa.
Yeah.
Or a Ferrari 308.
I hate to say it, I love the Jump.
You have to love the
Where are
Jalpa.
you getting a 308 Lamborghini Jump?
Oh, you're getting a B308.
Rocky drove.
You know where I would drive that Turbo R? Columbia.
You know
All right,
where it's
how
not going to
about-
make
how
it to?
about,
The end of the street.
How about a base two-door Jeep Wrangler for $22,500? Imagine what a terrible Jeep you'll get for
Yeah.
$22,500. When you consider a good Jeep is like $40,000. So how about a base Subaru WRX? Did it get you laid?
And
24,500.
STI did.
Not by going to Shaves or Pits, no.
How about a base FRS? You gonna get laid in an FRS? No options.
Just a comic book.
You'll impress them with your
That's about it, though.
How about a base Ram 1500 for $22,100?
In Alabama, you would do
No,
okay.
I think in the right state.
In the right
Yeah.
state,
Yeah,
you
you
do
would.
okay with
18
that.
pack of cores,
Dude,
then you will.
remember the 2500 when we were in Alabama and we pulled up in the town
Oh,
and people
yeah.
were into it. It was
Yeah,
like,
well,
it
it
was
was
like,
a
oh my God,
Denali.
Oh no, when
No,
we
because
had
it was
the
a
worst
$70,000
press
car.
car
Yeah, it
ever,
was.
and people loved that shit in Alabama. Oh,
It's a $70,000 truck.
that was
That's why, yeah.
So, and I think the other thing.
Remember I had that truck sideways in Sarasota?
that truck was so terrible.
The other factor that I have to take into this would be age too, because we don't give a shit about a V6 base Camaro, but if they're 17,
That's true. That's true.
Bobby and Christina bought this.
Most of these cars will get you later.
How about a base Dodge Challenger for 25 grand?
No, that would get you.
I screwed it up.
Some Rams on.
You're not gonna get. You sure you can't get laid in base Challenger?
You got the roast, but you might get laid.
I went to a wedding this summer and my cousin not rented a base Challenger and he thought he was the shit. That thing.
that car, when you get behind a base Challenger in traffic and look at the wheels, you just go, this does not look good.
But from the side, it still looks good.
How about for $19,900 a Mazda 5? It's gonna get you laid for less than 20. Yeah, that's like a minivan at 2/3 scale.
Yeah, you're not getting.
Yeah.
Nobody that's ever owned that car.
But you're right.
I
You already
like
did before.
a single mom looking for someone with transportation.
I got
Are they right?
poor signal.
Do they just
That's it. You can drive to Mexico, pick up a bunch of women, mule them across the border, and the fee is that you get.
Yeah.
You know that for $24,900, $100 under this limit. So really pushing the boundaries here. A Nissan Altima Coupe.
A Nissan Altima. That's a New York bridge and tunnel lane.
Oh,
Right there.
by the way, in the description of this particular
Big hair.
website says
Real
that
big hair.
equals the new cool teacher. Her equals hot, young, single mom. The Ultimate Coupe says you're responsible, but with a wild side. She'll like that.
What's the
She'll
Ultimate?
want
The
it.
Ultimate-
You'll get laid.
Are they talking about the
That is
Ultimate
the
Coupe?
description of a $24,000 Nissan Altima.
Didn't they
The Ultimate
discontinue
Coupe.
the Ultimate Coupe?
Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah,
just
so
did.
I did get it.
The Ultimate Coupe is the car for people that are not aware that 370Z exists.
Either that, or they just can't afford it.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Infinity.
Mini Cooper S.
Yes.
Yes.
Possible. The car won't get you laid, but it might get you.
It'll
a
get you
hello.
in the right
It might get you a
circle.
wave.
Yeah. I
It'll get
agree.
you laid, but not by the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Oh, girls love that.
Or
See about
lastly
102.
but not
Yeah,
least,
you wanna drive it, though.
the Ford Mustang, which has got an MSRP of 22.2. Imagine what kind of amazing options you're gonna pull off.
There are two cars. There are three. You have the Mini, the Mustang, and the Camaro. Would get you laid in high school.
I said the Wrangler too.
The Wrangler.
Yeah,
I
depending
mean,
upon where
living,
you are.
living in Florida, spring break,
Wrangler,
Wrangler.
top
Yeah.
down, driving on the beach.
Wrangler could do it if you're in a fucking land video.
Yeah. Wow.
You steal my sunshine.
Oh, that one.
Wow.
Jeez. You went way back.
Sounds
Oh,
like
I
it was
did.
written by Dear Abby or something.
It was Complex Magazine. It's pretty close.
Oh, you remember Chris Farley when he would do the character with Adam Sandler where he was the wife reading Zagat? That's who wrote that shit. It was like, you're the cute teacher. She's the single mom. Oh, Harold.
So
Like whatever the guy's name
when I
is.
moved into my place right outside of Culver City, ghetto adjacent there, for some reason unbeknownst to me, I started receiving Details magazine every month for free in Complex Magazine
Nice.
every month for free.
Well, now you know 10 cars under 25 grand they'll get you, right?
Yeah, well, I think it had to do with my last name and the area code I was in. Hayes and Inglewood adjacent.
Vinny, everyone keeps asking now that they're doing twin turbos on Lamborghinis, do they know about this, and are they building engines to hold it specifically?
No, we know about it, but we are not building engines with forced induction in mind. There's no reason for it. There's no. No, we don't. From the factory, we don't back any of that for any reason.
Although the engineers are probably going, fuck yeah, but no.
Even then, no, because honestly, like a 1400 horsepower Gallardo is not fun to drive.
No,
It's not. I
it's
mean,
like an Evo.
Right, the only forced induction car that Lamborghini is forced fun to drive is the VF car.
Fiesta Gallardo was hella fun.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm friends with Nick. I'm just saying because that's about the max of what you need to be on that
Well,
car.
they put an Eaton blower, which is known to work all the time.
Well, because it doesn't, the VF car, it doesn't kill the throttle response. The throttle response
Right.
is still great. It feels exactly like a stock car, just 15% faster.
No, it's not. You gotta remember at our level with Lamborghini, so much of what we do is based on the heritage of the brand and the feeling behind the wheel. When you get into the forced induction, when you get into changing the DNA of a brand like that, it's just not something that we would do.
I'd be willing to bet that on the R8 variants of the new Gallardo, Audi will put that turbocharged V8 in
Likely, but it's more conducive to the brand.
But yeah, that's what I mean.
I
It's
wouldn't mind
like,
a
that'll be a
twin turbo
differentiator.
V8. If you put a fucking that RS7 motor in the back of a R8, I'm down.
Yeah,
they'll do it.
The
No,
drive,
absolutely.
you got to remember the difference in driving experience from a twin turbo V8 to a V10.
Then I think that'll be a good differentiator because right now, between a Gallardo and an R8 V10,
Yeah.
the difference is really the body and the interior. The driveline's the same.
Yeah.
But now, if they've got that motor,
I
you
mean,
can
the
differentiate
R8 V8 is a huge difference to drive than anything else. I mean,
I love that car.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I love it.
chassis for chassis. I think that if I had to choose
R8 V8
versus the V10, I would pick
I
the
would
R8
take
V8.
VF supercharged V8
Yeah,
R8 was
over the
so
V10.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That thing was stupid fast. In a stick, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
If the new Gallardo is anything like the V10 or a we drove with the same transmission and shit, it'll be amazing.
What's the code name? Is it like Yoga or something like that?
No, they're calling it the Cabrera is the name that the media has been giving it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to stay that.
It never is.
No, it never
Lamborghini
is.
never has the name. They're really good about keeping it.
I will say the camo on that thing and the press has been very good. It really does a good job of keeping it in shape. I have no idea what to expect.
You'll see it soon. You'll see it soon.
What's the next auto show? LA?
No, you won't see it in LA.
Geneva
It would be
or whatever.
Geneva. Yeah, the
LA's
only one would be Geneva. Do you need press pass?
Matt, we're going with Microsoft.
Didn't someone get press passes?
We're going to have a fight.
We got passes to see
What else are they asking?
Look for Thaddeus and I on fucking 15.
Don't talk to us.
Someone asked if the SUV will save the company, and we followed up, does it need saving? And I guess
That would have been my question. Do we need saving?
right. I mean, is it? Well, I guess I'll turn this into the Cayenne has allowed Porsche to do a lot of really cool stuff because it sold well. Is that part of the plan, or I guess like would that be a predictable result? Is it you sell a bunch of SUVs, you make more money? Is Lamborghini like okay now we can do all this stuff? It's like you get a bonus, you can do this
It
stuff.
wouldn't be the reason behind us doing it. If we decide to move forward with the SUV, it'll be because it makes sense for the brand at that particular time. We're not in a situation because we're such a low volume
keep
only
seeing like the
because-
Spiker SUV and the Bentley SUV
Well,
and the
because
Maserati SUV.
there's an open market for it. I mean, if you're a baller, what do? You got Range Rover, you got Escalade. That's pretty much all you got.
Which pretty much means
Yeah,
Range Rover.
right. But I mean,
Until they
you know,
break.
up
Have you
until
driven one yet,
up
Mustang?
until